There's a few things that you need to know about iPostal One, and you do not want to set up a virtual address with them before watching this video. The first important detail that you would want to know is that not all these addresses rank the same. Some addresses are better than others, and you can use some addresses for your business. Whereas if you use some of these addresses for your business, you're not going to be able to get business credit, grants, or any additional funding at all, which at the end of the day is going to cost you a lot of money when you have to go back, get another address, and fix all of your documentation, which I don't want for you. But because you follow me, I'm going to show you how to set up your business correctly so that you can avoid common mistakes that business owners that don't follow me make. But you follow me, so you don't have a thing to worry about. Let's hop over to iPostal One and see what they have to offer. And so you see here, first off, we have 3 packages. We have the virtual mailing address, virtual business address, and the virtual office. And so I want you to know, first off, price is not the only factor that separates these different packages. And so I'm going to talk about a virtual mailing address first. And so you can get a mailing address for as little as $9.99. But I would not use this virtual mailing address for my business. The reason why I would not use this and would not recommend any of my clients use this virtual mailing address for their business is because 99% of the time, when you look up one of these addresses, you're going to see a postal center, something that looks like this right here. And so if a bank or lender were to look up your business address and see this address on Google Maps, let me know. What do you think they'd be thinking? They could be thinking your business is up to no good or doing some shady things, which, as we know, is not true. And so to play it safe and set yourself up for success, you do not want to go with a virtual mailing address for your business. Now let's move on to the virtual business address. Let's click the big orange button and learn more about it. So once you do that, you're then going to have to choose an option based off the amount of mail that you expect to receive. And so as you see, they have different colored plans based off the amount of mail that you expect to receive on a monthly basis. If you don't expect to have too much mail, the green plan should work just fine. But if you expect to receive a lot of mail within a given month, then you might want to go for the silver or gold plan. And so as you see, as you move up towards the gold plan, you will have to pay more because the location will have to hire or dedicate more people to processing your mail. And so since we don't have too much mail in our business, let's go with the green plan and click sign up. Now it's time to choose your state. Because my business is based in Texas, I'm going to go with Texas, but in this case, you can choose your state. Then I'm going to select Dallas as my city. And so once I do so, now I'm going to have a list of options available to me. And so right away, I see a location that has a picture of an office building next to it. And the location is priced at $19.99. And so if I need this address for my business, I want to go with an address that looks like an office building versus one that does not. And so the way that iPostal shows you is whether or not you see a picture next to the address. And so I'll show you real quick. This is what most of the addresses look like without a picture. You're going to see a postal center just like this one. That is not what you want for your business. And so I personally recommend you choose a location that's close to you and a location that you have called up, talked to on the phone, and you have vetted the quality of people that are working at that location. Because not all locations are the same. As much as iPostal One wants to make sure you have the best service, the people at the individual locations are a whole nother story. So you want to make sure to call them up and talk to a real person and try to see whether or not they're going to actually help you if you have any issues or problems. Let's now hop real quick back over to the plans. And so as you see with the virtual office, which is priced at $39.99, you will also get, in addition to the virtual address services, a toll-free or local number. And so in most cases, you will need a professional business number. And so with the virtual office plan, you're getting 2 services in one. And I personally believe a virtual office service is the best option for business owners that are serious about growing their business and communicating professionalism to banks, lenders, and customers. And so the process process of choosing a virtual office will look very similar to the process of choosing a virtual business address. You'll just get the additional phone services. And I just want to let you know the prices that you're seeing in this video are good right now. But if you see this video a year or 2 years later, iPostal One might have changed their prices. So now that you have a virtual office and you've confirmed it looks good on Google Maps, it's now time to talk about the benefits that you get when you choose iPostal One for your virtual address needs. The first benefit I want to talk about is that when you use iPostal One, you can take care of your personal and your business needs. So let's say you're traveling around the world, which I will be in just a few months. I can use their services for both personal and business use. And I cannot say the same for other companies in the same industry. The second huge benefit about using iPostal One is that they have a very good mobile app. And so their mobile app has 3.9 stars out of 5 stars. And a lot of people have raved about being able to see a picture of their mail on this app. And so with iPostal One, you have the option of forwarding the mail, shredding the mail, or going in person and picking up the mail yourself. And so you have a lot of different options on how you can get your mail with iPostal One. The third benefit is that they have over 3,000 locations. And so you're a lot more likely to find a virtual address that is near you than if you were to use another company. And so as you see, iPostal One has a ton of benefits, but you want to make sure to choose the right address for your needs. And so you might think you're all good to move forward with iPostal One. And so it's a really big mistake that I see iPostal One clients make is not having the proper documents ready to go to confirm their identity. And so when you get a virtual address, you have to sign off saying that the virtual address can accept mail on your behalf. In order to give them permission, you have to have 2 forms of ID and submit Form 1583. And so the worst case scenario is that you pay for iPostal One services, but you don't have this documentation ready to go. Because you don't have the 2 forms of ID and Form 1583 filled out, your virtual address will get rejected. And so if an organization were to send your business mail, it would get rejected and sent back to them. Or it could get lost in the mail, which we definitely don't want to happen. And so you need to have your documents organized and ready to go in order to complete your virtual address setup. The second thing you need to be aware of is the cost. And so if you want to pick up your mail in person, that can cost you $1 to $2 per pickup. And so it might not seem like a lot, but it can add up if you have to pick up a lot of mail. The second thing that you need to know is that forwarding your mail, it can cost you upwards of $10 to $80 for the virtual address to send you mail. And so it's important to know that there are additional charges depending on how you want to get your mail. And so let me know if you have any questions at all about iPostal One, and make sure to check out this video right here to get the best business checking account for your business.